Anyone else? Okay. I think that's pretty much everyone, right? For now, at least. If more people arise, I'll include them in the waiting room, or I'll admit them from the waiting room. Okay. All right. Let's continue where we left off. So, technology. So paper is not going to happen. They're going to try and make it consistent. Once again, their biggest concern is consistency. If you need a laptop, they can provide a laptop. So don't worry about that. If you really need a laptop, they can definitely provide that for you. So just contact them and figure that out. Who do not have internet at home. That's another big concern. And they're still trying to figure that out. So we'll see where that ends up. So that's pretty much all from the FAQs. Before I move on to talking about, before Maya and I move on to talking about stuff for our class in particular, do you have any questions about just what this new normal is going to look like? And go ahead and feel free to speak out loud. Okay, are we still planning prom? We'll get to that, but the answer right now is no. And we'll talk about why. We'll talk about that. Anything else about what the learning options are going to look like so far? Okay.
Anyways.
Moving on.
Hold on a second. I think I know, like, so I don't know if you'd be able to, like, say this to someone, like, Uplift or something, but I think for people who don't have internet, there's, like, a thing that I've seen where it's, like, a USB drive, and it has, like, the course on it. You just, like, can plug it into your computer, and then it has a course on it. You can just do it from there.
Oh, like a dongle?
Yeah, it's just like a USB that already has, like, the course on it, so you don't need Wi-Fi to do it.
Okay.
But
all right, we'll talk.
I don't know how it works,
I'll write that down. So for internet accessibility, doing like dongles, USB dongles that contain yeah. Okay. All right. Anyone else? Another big concern I had was about clubs and after-school activities because I know from robotics they've said that we're gonna our league, the best robotics, they've said that we're still gonna have the competition, but I don't know how we're gonna build a robot standing 6 feet apart, and stuff like that. So I know stuff like JWAC we can do online. Theater, I don't know how theater is gonna happen. No fall play, so stuff like that. So these are things to consider. And I'm writing down all these concerns. If you have any other concerns that you think of in the future, feel free to DM me on GroupMe or send me a text and just let me know. I'm compiling this list. If we ever get a chance to discuss with admin, we will bring these things up and then get clarification. All right. I think we're ready to move on to talking about school events and stuff.
Yeah.
So we looked at the responses. Most people didn't respond, and that's fine. We'll work off of what we have. I think it's enough of a sample size for our school for our grade. So Maya, do you want to start off talking about this, or?
Okay, sorry. My parent walked in. He was talking to me.
Oh, it's all good.
What?
It's okay.
Do you want me to talk about what's on your screen or about elections?
So like what we discussed in council meeting today.
So basically, for the impression that I'm getting is most people will be probably choosing online, which I agree with. I'll also be choosing online, and it makes sense for your safety to choose online school. But because of that, a lot of the events we're probably going to do this year are probably going to be online. Like, we'll try to figure out a good way to make our social still fun, and obviously it may not be as fun as we could make it if it was in person, but we're going to try our best, and it's probably going to be all virtual. as I heard someone mention prom earlier, I don't know. I don't think that's gonna happen based on what's going on right now. I don't think we're still gonna plan prom, and I don't know about homecoming either. Just it doesn't seem practical with like the amount of people that go to prom, and it doesn't seem realistic to me. Also, like we also mentioned like a lot of the first quarter events that you probably would know about, like Boom Baby or like the fall festival. That's more likely than not going to happen at all, because for obvious reasons. So what we're guessing, what we mentioned is that at least first quarter, no in-person events should happen, at least first quarter. And who knows, in a few months that could change, but it doesn't look likely, but I'm at least first quarter that won't happen. And so should I go into elections now?
Yeah, go ahead.
So for elections, a lot of people said that some people said they wanted recorded speeches, but majority said that they would do that we would do live speeches. So I think that makes sense too. Recorded speeches aren't as, I don't know, personal, and can't really ask questions to the candidates if you do recorded speeches. So we're probably going to do live speeches on Zoom. And for voting, we're going to try and find a platform to do voting where you can only vote once and vote for the person you want to vote for. And you can only vote if you attend the Zoom. We'll try to make it to only people who attend the Zoom or watch the speeches will be able to vote. So it's like not like, oh, let me just vote for my friend, and not go based off of like what they said in their Zoom call or the speech.
The main
So
thing with this is accountability, because we want to make sure that you hear what they have to say. And the other thing
right.
is, we still want to keep it to, the 1 minute, maybe 2 minute speeches since it's online, but we want to really keep it down to 1 minute, doing the same speeches, same format that we've done. Maya mentioned this, and I've been considering this too, but thinking about doing like a Q&A session, maybe if people have questions, we can answer questions, not about, not of course about, what school is going to look like and stuff like that, but questions about what their thoughts are and what their actions are, not their thoughts, but like what they plan on doing, like their plans for the year in this new situation. So we can definitely think about maybe doing 3 questions chosen on random from either chat or the raise hand feature on Zoom, and we can figure that out later. But I think that would be interesting to get people's input on this.
Right. So another thing, this just came to my mind, but as far as elections go, for people who want to run, like we didn't think about how are we going to decide who goes on the ballot. Are we still going to do the same teacher recommendation thing that we do every year?
That's going to have to, we're going to have to change that. We still haven't, we haven't finalized that yet, because once again, we don't know.
Details,
we don't know exactly what it's going to look like, but we do know it'll be on Zoom. What we'll probably do is get a Zoom, or not a Zoom, a Google form for you to sign up and you would probably list 3 teachers, your top choices, and then we would email or either we might even just forward them in other Google forms to fill out about you. So that's probably what we're gonna do. What do you think, Maya?
That sounds good to me.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. I'll write that down. And ballots, we're probably just going to do like we did, 3 people for each, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Events. So like Maya said, we're going to end up doing virtual events. I know we wanted a combination, but after talking to Madam Ulysse and Mr. Rush today, we just don't think that's going to be practical. Given the guidelines, I know we want to go out there and we want to see each other, but for safety, there's a bunch of concerns. Practicality, it's not going to happen. So maybe in the second half of the year, in the second semester, potentially, but that's only if people make smart choices. And I don't know about that.
Hasn't been happening so far.
Hasn't been happening, exactly. So, and here are the things that some of the things we've considered. Doing the homework calendar, we'll continue that, and we'll embed that. Going back to our class website. Our class website is a very good resource. That, like, let's open it up right now. Let's see. UNHP class 2022. So just going to our class website, you can see in the home page, actually, there's a small agenda there. What we plan on doing is actually connecting. So this agenda here is synced to our Google Calendar. So if we add the homework calendar, well, it's loading, but if we add the homework calendar to our Google Calendar, it'll actually show up here. So I think that'll be good to have upcoming, assignments, events, everything show up here. And then you can also organize it if you want to see, by whether it's it's calendar of events is here. So then you'll be able to see whether it's a homework event or calendar, like a school event or something like that. You'll be able to see that. And then socials, we're planning on doing virtual socials. Like, it'll be all online. We'll try and make it fun by doing interactive stuff. We'll try and do movies and stuff like that. And then we'll continue with the blog post for updates, because I think that's been working pretty well. And if there are, Zoom codes and stuff, we'll try and keep doing the Google Sheets, because I think we found that pretty helpful last year. I know I used it definitely, because I needed that type of organization for myself to function. And then, of course, we have the group review sessions, but we addressed that otherwise with the organization that I founded. Okay. These are comments. Okay. Anyways, I think that's pretty much it. I know there's a lot of stuff that's still unanswered, but if you have any questions or any other concerns that you'd like to share, please let us know. We can talk about them now, or if you remember something later, just let us know. Oh, one more thing I forgot to mention. If you do choose the in-person option, you will have to wear uniforms. Not that that should influence your decision, but it shouldn't influence your decision, but just for the sake of information. Anything else you wanted to add, Maya?
I did actually just think of something else. We didn't talk about how class meetings might work, or like the committees that would often happen during class meetings for stuff like if people want to participate in giving ideas for the socials, maybe.
So committees wise, I don't think we're gonna have as many committees as we did this year. It won't be as interactive. And once again,
mainly I think because there won't be as many events happening for those committees to occur. So
if we do, it'll be a breakout room, or we'll just have everyone else leave and then we'll continue working. And it'll probably be, and class meetings are going to be more updates more than planning, I feel like, this year. That's what I'm leaning towards,
Yeah.
So they'll probably be 45 minutes to an hour. They won't be long. And if we can finish in 30 minutes, that's even better. We'll keep it down to 30 minutes if possible. So 30 to 45 minutes. And then if we wanted to do committees for planning virtual events, then we could definitely do breakout rooms or just have everyone else leave. Any other questions? Please let us know if you have concerns, because we're trying to get a panel of students and administrators and see if we can have discussions so that we can answer questions and get clarification. So if you have questions, let us know. That way we can bring these things up. We don't know if we'll be able to have another discussion like that in the future. So please let us know. All right.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, go ahead. Maya, were you saying something?
Prachi asked, are we still using Zoom? Yeah, we are still using Zoom, right? Yeah.
Oh, are they still? Yeah, I mean, from the impression that I received, yes, Zoom is probably going to be what's going to be used. Yeah.
The assignments themselves are through Schoology, though, so.
And here's something that I hope, and I want to actually clarify this, is are all teachers going to be using Schoology, or are some teachers going to be doing Google Classroom and a combination? Because really, to me, if they're going to start using a combination of all these different platforms, that'll get really confusing for me. So I'd want to have that clarified as well, whether they're only planning on doing Schoology or other platforms as well.
The impression I got is that it would be mainly, like, definitely just Schoology, so that there's, like you said, there's consistency between our classes.
Yeah.
Like, so, yeah. But
all right. Well, I mean, it's been almost an hour, and I didn't want it to go on this long, but I think that it was productive, and that I think hopefully we were able to clarify some of the stuff that you were worried about, concerned about. And once again, reach out if you have questions. We'd be happy to try and raise these concerns to our administrators. All right. I'm going to end the meeting then. I hope you all have a good week. Don't completely procrastinate on your summer reading. I mean, I probably will, but you know, we all do it. So just be responsible. Find something productive to do if you can, or
summer
not.
reading has not been on my mind.
Yeah. All right. Of course, we appreciate it. And we'll try and set up something like this in a couple weeks if we get any more information. All right. We'll see you later. Bye.
Bye.